All right. So here we go, guys. Coming back to yet another marketing minute here with Randy Olive. I'm going to hit you up with Monday. What's the market looking like? What's it doing right now? And again, I'm going to continue to give you the same statistics back and forth just so you can see kind of how the trends are working. And then I actually got something I want to share with you guys here at the end. So right out of the gate, I do want to say that today we're going to talk about the market. And I have been talking a lot about what it looks like as far as the seller is concerned. But I do want to kind of give you guys a glimpse at being a buyer in today's market today. So when you're looking at these numbers, though, back and forth, you'll see that they are pretty much still lining up just the same way as they have. We are starting to see a little bit more. I wouldn't call it a trend yet, but I am starting to see a little bit more of some of the sold and new listings balance come into play. You're seeing a little bit of the option pending and the pending. You're seeing a little bit more of a balance of those numbers. It was a little skewed for a while to where the number of sold and the number of going under contract were not the same as what's coming onto the market and just what's coming onto the market. So here we go. Looking at the Monday market recap. Again, this is they're pretty similar. Okay. So there's nothing really too big to look at except for understanding that right now in today's market, it is still very hot. It is a hot market. Now, we've talked about it being a hot market for if you're listing your home, and that is still very, very true. There's a lot of decrease in it, a lot of decrease. I don't even know if that's the right way to say these things. Sometimes I just talk. There is a huge decrease in the inventory still. So if you look at it, yes, we have 46,000 homes that are active, and yet we're not seeing the new listings come in as quickly as the homes are being sold. And so we're still moving into this imbalance, like low inventory, which is really good for sellers in a seller's market. Now, here's the thing. We are 100% in one of those perfect storm kind of categories inside of real estate. And here's the reason why. Usually, when you see this great seller's market, people will still be capitalizing on the seller's market in the ancillary kind of vendors of real estate. So, if you look at insurance, you'll see insurance premiums start to kind of get a little bit wonky. You'll start to see mortgage rates kind of like balancing a different way. So, you start to see everything kind of go in the seller's direction. Usually, again, when you're in one of these very defined market, a seller's market or a buyer's market, it's going to be heavy on the win scenario for the seller. And we are in a seller's market. But the thing is that you're not seeing just this huge gap for the win for sellers. You're seeing buyers have a lot of power too. We're in this like really cool moment because of the way the interest rates are right now. Okay. Interest rates are a really big deal. It is your purchasing power has a little bit of a piece that's trickling into that interest rate for you guys. And so I want to kind of read you this. So if you're looking at, let's say, an FHA loan and you're looking at a $200,000 price point, you're going to be looking at around a 1600 payment, right? And I'm giving you just a real general broad stroke example. That's at a 3.875. So at a 3.875, 200K, 1600 payment. If you were to look at interest rates and they lower a full point, right? So now it's a 2875. That same 200 price point now went to 235 for that $1600. So your $1600 a month is buying you 35,000 more dollars in a home, which is absolutely nuts when you start to really consider what you can purchase right now to be inside of your budget for a home. Most of us look at our budgets for our homes very specifically inside of like, I need to be at this monthly price point. We don't look at it as I want to buy this price of a home. It's like I want to spend about $1,600 for my house a month. That's it. Well, if you look at that $1,600 again, like that's a pretty drastic increase in your purchasing power. That's a 10 to 20% increase in your purchasing power at that same monthly payment when you watch those interest rates go up or down. Okay. So right now you're looking at, I had somebody recently who wrote an interest rate for their home that was closing a 2.75 interest rate. If you're doing that same house, you're either going to spend more money for that house at a 3.85 or higher. You're going to spend you're going to spend more for that house. You're going to get less house or you're going to spend more for the house. And so even though we're in a seller's market, it is a beautiful time for buyers to be buying now as well. Because even though there is an advantage to sell to get a good price and all that good stuff for your home, the buyers are able to level up in the type of home that they can buy. A $35,000 increase could be an extra bedroom. It could be an amazing pool. It could be an outdoor living space. It could be an office. It could be that extra thing that you needed in a home that's happening right now. And here's the deal, if you're curious about your purchasing abilities, I have a lot of great vendors that I am connected to that I'm happy to give you their information, give you the opportunity to reach out to them and have a purchasing conversation with them. Because when you look at these numbers and you're considering buying, I think there's a lot of buyers who are nervous about buying right now because the broad stroke paintbrush is saying that it's a seller's market and there's going to be at a disadvantage to be a buyer right now. And that's just not true. This is a very advantageous time to be at a win-win for both buyers and sellers, because not only are you able to find the home of your dreams, but to be at the price point that you want. Like, that is a beautiful perfect storm that doesn't come along very often. You could talk to any mortgage professional, they'll tell you what's happening right now does not come along that often. And so as the market continues, we are still in very much a seller's market. So if you're looking to sell your house, it is a great time. Speed is going to be really like on your side. So you're going to be able to get a great price and get a great closing, low days on market, and move into what's next for you guys. If you're a buyer, it is also a really great time to be able to buy a house. So any of you guys, if you got further questions, right, I just want to give you a quick update. We're done now, 6 minutes, not a whole lot happening, pretty average right now. We're about to start seeing some more of those trends happen as the fall comes around. But the main point is that buy right now, it's the perfect time. Sell right now, it's also the perfect time. We are in that perfect storm of real estate where the win-win is on the buying and on the selling side. So if you have any questions, guys, you can always reach out to me. Obviously, you see my stuff scrolling around the bottom. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. You can also come in and email me, mvv@randyolive.com. You can email me also, randy@roreco.com. And I talked about pricing the other day. I'm going to drop this in the comments so that it just sits in there for you guys later. But there is a lot of important understanding about what should your house be priced for right now and how do you arrive to the value of your home. So answering a lot of questions through videos. And if you want specific help, message me. I'm down to help you guys out. So thank you so much. If this is information is good to you, click on the little guy there that says subscribe to my channel. And you can get all of these updates every single Monday when I go live here on the YouTubes. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. If you need anything, let me know.